Hi everyone. As Dollins and Norris have been quoted, the education system has been transforming from classroom-oriented to a network learning environment. In the old paradigm, it was faculty learning oriented. In the new paradigm, it has been jointly constructed from facilitator as well as the student. As a member of the Team 6, here are our views.
The online TBL is the new approach developed by various economists for effective and deepening the learning. As many authors have observed, this will be much more effective in case the group is small and cohesive. If the group can take care of the jobs given to them on date and keep up with their schedules, it will be much more effective. But this is going to be a very challenging one. However, this challenge can be overcome by frequent intervention by the facilitators of the scheme. Hence, I conclude, with the modern day economy growing up globally, I feel online learning of TBL becomes more and powerful tool for learning. Thank you.
Hi, I am Vasant Kumar Hegde. Would like to speak on adult learning methodology. Due to technology, there has been a change from the traditional classroom way of learning to the networking environment. Under the traditional classroom methodology, the knowledge was transferred from the teacher to the students. It's a teacher-centric methodology. Whereas in the networking environment, the knowledge is constructed jointly by the students as well as the teacher. To make it successful, it's very essential that the faculty has to go for a team-based learning. It has got a lot of advantages. Some of the advantages of the team-based learning are the communication skill will improve, the work can be divided amongst the members to support each other, the general ideas, the improved independent thinking ability will be there. There will be a lot of opportunities to recognize the gaps in the knowledge, and the teamwork also depends on the learning experience of the participating members. However, the passive learner in the formal education is now being converted into an active participant under the team-based learning. I am not telling that team-based learning has only the advantages, it has some of the challenges also. Some of the challenges are the cultural differences, the technical challenges, the participation challenges, the trust between the members and the social interaction. These are all some of the problems being faced under the team-based learning also. But this can be sorted out by the faculty taking an active role. He can help monitor forming of a cohesive group. A small group of 8 to 10 members can be formed by the faculty. He can motivate the staff members, try to find out their problems, their cultural differences, and their technical challenges can be sorted out by making a cohesive teamwork. Ensure the students are accountable and they take a lot of interest in the learning process. Ensure the course design, the faculty has to take a lot of initiative in designing the course and also the student interaction. And then regular feedback on the performance is required, and he should also introduce a grading system. When we talk of grading system, I am reminded of the rubrics. Rubrics is very, very important. It's a set of instructions or the rules. Rubrics describes the level of quality from excellent to the poor. Rubrics helps the students to judge their own quality, and also it helps the teachers focused on the criteria and not on the task. The rubrics have to be, however, carefully utilized, in the sense it should be free of bias, and the merit has to be given importance. Nothing else but merit should be given importance while framing the rubrics. So, in effect, I would like to conclude that the methodology of the teacher-centered classroom has to be changed to the learner-centered dynamic online classroom learning. It can be successful only if the frequent interaction is there between the members of the team, and all the members of the team are very active. The faculty takes an active initiative as a facilitator and a guide in designing and customizing the questions. he has to ensure that the group is very cohesive, consisting of only 8 to 10 members, and the rubrics have to be used extensively for the benefit of the teachers as well as the students. However, it requires a lot of technical support to the faculty members, as well as the software training to the faculty members, so that he can also transform himself into the technology and make the online learning success. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, I'm Mukund here from Manipal University. I would like to give my view about the assignment submitted by 3 different scholars from 3 different universities on the basis, on the main topic, learning communities and team-based learning. And in this connection, I would like to tell you, this online classroom is becoming a habit of the day. In the modern classroom, we usually concentrate on group interaction compared to one faculty domination. The earlier traditional classroom, we know that it is one faculty will be dominating and all the others, students will be listening to the faculty's words. But now it is changing. Online, okay, everybody has to participate equally, and only the faculty has to guide the group members. In this connection, I would like to tell you, once you come to know about as the assignment says, the team building learning process. Here we observe that students learn in teams. We will be more convenient, more easy to learn from our own peer group than listening to elders or seniors. In a friendly atmosphere, we ourselves learn things very fast with activity-based classrooms. And of course, this should be guided by faculties. And if you come to the main topic of this article, Rubik's, one of the scoring tool, we find a lot of improvements in this group learning. Rubik's way of scoring tool helping all the group members to compare themselves with others and improve their efficiency with the guidance of the faculty. As I conclude this session, I would like to emphasize that frequent interaction among the group members is an important factor in this course.
Those were the views of our team. Finally, we would like to conclude with the following points.